Siciliano with NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Seahawks beat the Giants 24-3 MetLife Stadium Monday Night Football to wrap up week number 4. Daniel Jones sacked 10 times in the loss. He threw a 97-yard pick six to Seahawks rookie Devin Witherspoon. The Seahawks corner also had 2 sacks. Geno Smith left the game in the second quarter with a knee injury, but he'd return to the second half. Smith throws for 110 yards and a touchdown. Jamal Adams' return only lasted 9 snaps as he left the game early with a concussion. In other news around the league, Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett suffers a bone bruise during Sunday's loss to the Texans. That's according to Ian Rappaport, NFL Network insider. Colts head coach Shane Steichen tells reporters that running back Jonathan Taylor is going to be back at practice in Indianapolis on Wednesday. He opened the season on the PUP list. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXOL Central California. It's a Tuesday, 3rd day of October 2023. I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Gene. Good morning, Gene. Wave to the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, and I know we're radio, but our morning news is on YouTube. So you can catch up with what's going on around the Imperial Valley just by tuning in to our YouTube channel. It's free.
Have we been mispronouncing that name all this time? I thought it was Yoo-hoo.
Well, Yoo-hoo, that's that chocolatey flavored drink that is popular back in the East.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
But it's close.
All right. Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
I just wanted
we're
to
on
do
YouTube.
That. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let your friends and family that are out of the valley know. And they can keep up with what's going on around the Imperial Valley, right?
Yeah. And I wanted to say call collect, but I don't know if you can do that anymore.
I don't know.
I really don't.
Did you used to have a secret code? You would, let your maybe let your parents know that you arrived where you were going, and you'd call collect for Clarence. And they knew that, okay, he's there. Now we'll decline the charges.
Yeah. All your siblings are saying, I thought my brother's name was this.
Yeah. Hey, well, there were 8 of us. Sometimes we lost track.
Well.
Oh, well. Anyway, so what's going on?
A lot of things.
Yes, adults who overuse cannabis are much more likely to have serious heart problems. Researchers in Canada found that those who heavily use weed are 60% more likely to experience heart failure, strokes, or heart attacks. That could be it, or perhaps it's the Cheetos, Taco Bell, and Dunkin' Donuts playing a part in there. I mean, just saying, right?
Yeah, I think that's the side effects.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. So we've got birthdays to celebrate if you are ready.
Birthday, anniversaries.
Okay. I don't have any anniversaries.
No anniversaries today. And we've been having quite a few here lately.
Well, if you've been married long enough, you get an anniversary.
Well, that's true. At least once a year.
Or
more.
More often.
More often.
Yeah. Birthdays today, singer Chubby Checker is 82. Actor Alan Rachins is 81. Lindsey Buckingham of Fleetwood Mac, 74. Actor Hart Bachner, 67. Actor Peter Frechette, 67. Actor, comedian Greg Proops, 64. Jack Wagner, 64. Tommy Lee plays drums for Motley Crue, 61. Actor Janelle Maloney, 54. Singer Gwen Stefani, 54. Singer Kevin Richardson of the Backstreet Boys, 52. Actor Keiko Agina is 50. Actor Nev Campbell, 50. Actor Lena Headley, 50. Singer India Ari is 48. Actor Alana Ubach is 48. Actor Sean William Scott, 47. Actor Shannon Sossaman is 45. Josh Klinghoffer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, 44. Actor Tessa Thompson, 40. Actor Megan Holder, 39. Actor Christopher Marquette, 39. Singer, actor Ashley Simpson, 39. Actor Alicia Vikander is 35. And actor Noah Schnapp is 19, not to be confused with schnapps.
That's right.
It's Imperial Tiger Football streaming live on the web. George Grahaba and Mickey Dale will be Mike's side to bring you all the action. Tiger Football live on KXORadio.com. Imperial Tiger Football is brought to you by
Stan's Auto Body, Derma's Floor Covering, Brickhouse Coffee, and Brickhouse Deli.
Well, George and Mickey get the week off. Imperial has the bye. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Zandria Brown, Edgar Cano, Kathy Warren, Ren Castaneda, Martin Carrion, Ruth Palma, Marjorie Roberts, Lupe Gonzalez, Terry Ramirez, Daniel Cedeno, David Rose, Gloria Garcia, James Delfino, Melissa Alexandria Sampson, Rhonda Coronado, Edgardo Perez, Priscilla Weimer, Vernell Holmes, Sandra Valenzuela, Mary Elizabeth Calderon, and Mike Felchin. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. It's fall. Have you had your pumpkin spice latte yet?
I have not. I hadn't even thought about that, but I know that you had.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I'll pass.
You didn't have any Gucci coffee?
No, I didn't. No coochie coffee either. Gabe Lemus is really bummed.
Yeah.
Poor Gabe. Well, Gabe found out President Biden vetoed measures that attempted to strip protections for the lesser prairie chicken. Well, I don't know if you're aware, but for their mating ritual, male prairie chickens often bow to females and then perform flutter jumps, leaping into the air with a short burst of flapping, often in combination with loud cackling. Gabe's really bummed because that's frighteningly close to his own mating ritual.
You know, there really is such a thing.
Yes.
As a prairie chicken.
Oh, yes.
And I had one, was in the plains of Wyoming. I had one jump up and scared the living daylights out of all of us. Because we were being quiet, stalking something. And all of a sudden, and I had been told, oh, yeah, we have prairie chickens. I said, right.
Yeah. And prairie dogs.
Prairie dogs,
You don't want to step in one of those holes. No.
You could disappear.
Yes. Okay, we've got news. World and California news headlines right now brought to you by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News special report. Breaking news from Delaware. The president's son has just pleaded not guilty to felony drug charges.
In response to the indictment, Hunter Biden's legal team called the charges excessive, not supported by fact, and alleged the charges reflect political interference by former President Trump and his allies.
CBS's Catherine Herridge is at the courthouse in Wilmington.
According to the federal indictment, Hunter Biden is accused of making a false and fictitious statement in 2018 about his drug use on a federal gun form and to a firearms dealer.
All while he was on crack cocaine. The gun charges lodged after a plea deal fell apart earlier. Again, the president's son, Hunter Biden, has just pleaded not guilty to felony drug charges at court in Delaware. If he is convicted, Hunter Biden would face up to 25 years in prison plus fines. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: LaFonza Butler, Democrat Dianne Feinstein's replacement, will be sworn into the U.S. Senate today by Vice President Kamala Harris. Governor Gavin Newsom says he appointed Butler to, quote, carry the baton left by Senator Feinstein and to continue to break glass ceilings.
She's the best choice, and I could not be more blessed.
Butler will be only the third black woman to serve in the Senate, following Harris and former Senator Carroll Mosley Braun of Illinois. Authorities are calling off the search for a missing swimmer after a possible shark attack off the Marin County coast.
We began a search, both from the air, water, and land. We searched for 2 hours and yielded no results.
The Coast Guard, National Park Service, and other agencies helped in that search at the Point Reyes National Seashore. San Jose police investigating the deaths of 2 children who drowned in a pool at a residential daycare center yesterday. A third remains hospitalized. I'm John Gilliland, California Headline News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Exergen thermometers are the smart choice when selecting a thermometer. With children back at school, keeping them healthy is important. Got a fever? Stay home. To detect fever accurately at home, you need a clinically accurate, fast, and non-invasive thermometer. The Exergen thermometer is backed by over 100 clinical studies. Accuracy matters. Be smart and safe. Measure accurately with Exergen thermometers. Available at Walgreens and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news this morning, County Board of Supervisors are scheduled to hold their regular weekly meeting. George Gale has more.
The meeting will be held this morning in El Centro. Public session will begin with the proclamation declaring October 8th through the 14th as Fire Prevention Week. The board is expected to present certificates of recognition to the Hoteville softball team for their multiple championships, IBL champions, CIF Division II champions, and CIF SoCal Regional Division IV champions. Supervisors will be introduced to Bruce Gibson, supervisor for the District 2 from the County of San Luis Obispo. The board will select the first, second, and third place winners for the County of Imperial's 2023 postcard contest. A contract will be awarded for street improvements in Nyland from Highway 111 to Memphis Avenue. The supervisors will discuss recommendations from the elections ad hoc working group concerning temporary campaign signs and candidate declaration of candidacy form. Sheriff Fred Miramontes will discuss an agreement for consultant services for government advocacy services. There will also be 2 public hearings held at today's Board of Supervisors meeting. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District is celebrating Public Power Week in early October, along with more than 2,000 other community-powered, not-for-profit electric utilities that collectively provide electricity to 49 million Americans. From October 1st through the 7th, in honor of Public Power Week, IID will provide information about the district's residential programs and have available giveaway items and snacks for walk-in customers at its customer service centers. This year, we really want to recognize the IID customer for whom our crews of district employees work tirelessly to keep our community up and running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, dedicated to keeping the lights on, said Matt Smelser, IID's energy manager. Our crews from various disciplines are all proud to provide such an important public service, and we want each of our customers to know that they are sincerely appreciated. Today, IID's 451 Energy Department employees and 463 support service staff members continue to serve about 160,000 residential, commercial, and industrial customer accounts in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. KXO News Time 744.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Other local news, there has been changes at the IID board meeting. George Gale explains.
The Imperial Irrigation District Board has been juggling meetings this week. They have changed several times. This is how it finally turned out. The latest change, regular meeting of the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors, scheduled for Thursday, October 5th, has been canceled. A next board meeting, regular board meeting, will be held Tuesday, October 24th. In La Quinta. Today, there will be a special meeting at 1 o'clock this afternoon in Condon Auditorium. The IID board will discuss changing a board meeting of November 7th, 2023. They will also discuss the EHL Reservoir and Intake Channel publication of notice of the preparation for CEQA compliance, and then they will hold a budget workshop. Be a presentation of the proposed 2024 budget will be held this afternoon at Condon Auditorium in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that wraps up this portion of local news. Stay with us for Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Dr. Marcus, please report to pharmacy. There's an issue affecting many children that I can't solve alone. It's called toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. It builds up inside, making it harder to fight off infections and illnesses, and increasing the risk for lasting health issues. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
Page 2 of the local news, a service of the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
Continuing with more local news this morning, the City Council of Brawley will hold 2 meetings today. Here's more on that story.
The first meeting will be a special meeting. It'll begin at 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's basically a training session. California Joint Powers Insurance Authority will hold a session on legal guidance for public officials on social media. Regular City Council meeting begins at 6 p.m. During the regular meeting, the council will discuss street repairs. They will consider requests class from the Brawley Chamber in preparation for Cattle Call Week in November. They will also discuss the closure of a street for the St. Mary's Church Kermesse event that has been scheduled. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Two-vehicle collision, one injured. The two-vehicle collision was reported at just before 11 Monday morning. The California Highway Patrol says the collision occurred on Interstate 8 at the 4th Street off-ramp. One of the occupants suffered what was described as minor injuries. They were transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center for treatment. The cause of the collision is under investigation. And this year, it's National Night Out. George Gale explains.
It is scheduled for this evening in El Centro. It is a free community event. It allows the community to get to know the local police and other first responders in a fun environment. The City of El Centro PAL event will be held tonight at Buckley Park in El Centro starting at 7 p.m. It will feature free snacks and drinks, a kids' activity zone, emergency response vehicles on display, local businesses showcased, music, and a whole lot more. National Night Out is an event celebrated across the nation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, dry and tranquil conditions will prevail through the next several days. As high pressure builds over the western continental U.S. in the coming days, a warming trend will take hold. Above normal temperatures are expected to return the latter half of the week, with temperatures reaching near 100 degrees by Friday. 83 our high yesterday, 53 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 89, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming southeast. Clear tonight with a low around 65, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-southeast. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 94. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming southeast. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. 63 degrees, 55% relative humidity. Wind out of the west 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Coldwell Banker, the Wilkinson team, is celebrating 17 years serving the Imperial Valley's real estate needs. Coldwell Banker, the Wilkinson team, offers innovative tools to help you find your next home or sell your current home. They also offer services in commercial and land sales. Their property management company offers services for both residential properties and commercial properties. Visit them at thewilkinsonteam.com or stop by their offices in the Valley Plaza, El Centro. Coldwell Banker, the Wilkinson team. This is home. This is where awesomeness happens.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Monday Night Football, the Seahawks rumbling, stumbling, beat up on the Giants 24-3. And in the process, quarterback Geno Smith of the Seahawks limped off the field and then ripped the Giants for what he said was a dirty play. It wasn't. It was a tackle, no flags, and, be cool. And global superstar Taylor Swift attended the Kansas City Chiefs' past 2 games. Will she make it a third? I don't care. Play football. Who cares about Swifties? Meanwhile, the NFL says they're going to downplay the Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce storyline. Yeah.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, baseball picks up today with the wild card series, the Rangers and the Rays, followed by the Blue Jays and the Twins. It'll be the Diamondbacks and the Brewers, the Marlins and the Phillies. What? No Padres? I guess not. No Phil Nevin either. Nevin will not return as the manager of the Los Angeles Angels. The move comes a day after the club finished the season 73-89. And we'll wait and see who replaces Nevin. In basketball, Chicago Bulls guard Lonzo Ball insists he will play again despite a series of knee surgeries that have derailed his career. Ball said yesterday he is about halfway through the rehab process from a cartilage transplant in March, the third operation on his left knee in a little more than a year. The number 2 overall draft selection from 2017 will miss his second consecutive season coming up. And Kawhi Leonard says, no league policy helping me play more. Yeah, perhaps no NBA player has been associated with load management and the league's new player participation policy more than the Clippers star Kawhi Leonard. But Leonard pushed back on that policy during the team's media day, saying that no league policy is helping me to play more games. Yeah, it's what it is. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
The tradition continues. High school football on AM 1230 KXO. John Dripple and Carroll Buckley will be on the air with the best Friday night matchups. High school football on KXO AM 1230 is brought to you by
the CB Stop at Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, the Broken Yoke Restaurant, Southwest Security Services, and Stan's Auto Body, taking pride on fixing your car right.
Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, coffee is a finicky crop. Arabica coffee, the most popular variety in particular, and climate change poses a huge threat to the coffee business and to farmers. To grow properly, coffee crops require specific temperature, light, and humidity levels. And, currently, Starbucks says they are going to work to develop strains of coffee that will adjust to climate change. Apple is working on a software fix following reports that some of its new iPhone 15 models overheat. The company told CNN the current overheating issues are not a safety risk and will not affect the long-term performance of impacted iPhone models. Yeah, trust me. Yeah. It also emphasized that iPhones have internal protections for components to help regulate the temperature of it if it gets too high. Okay, you can work hard, you can invest wisely, and you can retire with $150 in the bank, or you can win the Powerball jackpot. It's at an estimated $1.2 billion after no ticket matched all numbers in the grand prize drawing last night. The mammoth prize up for grabs tomorrow is the third largest in Powerball history. If won, the lucky player will have the option to claim $551.7 million cash prize before tax. The jackpot rolled for a 32nd time Monday with no winners. There have been no grand prize winners since July 19th. So what's shaking on the big board? Lots of red. The Dow down 355 points at 33,078. The S&P 500 off 57 points at 4232. The NASDAQ down 223 points at 13,084. Gold is off $1.50 an ounce, and oil down a penny a barrel. Wait, it just went down 3 cents a barrel. Expect to find that on the at the pump today.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 89, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming southeast. Clear tonight with a low around 65. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-southeast. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 94. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming southeast later in the morning. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. And right now downtown, 64 degrees, 54% our relative humidity. Wind is coming out of the west right now at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. Did you know they offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal? You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
For more than a century, AM radio has evolved to meet the needs of our community. In their car, at home, or on the job, more than 80 million listeners depend on AM radio each month. AM radio is also the backbone of the emergency alert system, which keeps us safe in dangerous times. It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886. And tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Hunter Biden has just pleaded not guilty to 3 federal gun charges. CBS's Catherine Herridge covering in Wilmington, Delaware.
The federal judge asked the president's son if he understood the charges, the potential serious penalties, and that he had a right to remain silent. And to each he responded with a strong and soft voice, "Yes, Your Honor." And when it came time to enter the plea, that was done by his attorney. Mr. Biden pleads not guilty to the 3 charges.
Former President Trump is back in a New York court today for the second day of his business fraud trial. In Washington, we heard this morning from House Speaker McCarthy, the morning after a formal challenge was issued to his leadership.
Keeping government open and paying our troops was the right decision. I stand by that decision. At the end of the day, if I have to lose my job over it, so be it.
Florida Republican Matt Gaetz is leading the charge against McCarthy.
The last straw for me was learning that Kevin McCarthy had created a secret side deal with President Biden on Ukraine while we were in the middle of this government funding battle.
Washington police investigating last night's carjacking of Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar. It happened about a mile from the Capitol.
His team said that he was actually parking his car when 3 men with weapons approached him and demanded his vehicle, which he, of course, then handed over. Now, inside of that vehicle was also his phone, iPad, luggage.
Reporter Jess Arnold says the vehicle has been found. Cuellar was not hurt. New York Governor Kathy Hochul on what broke the case of a missing 9-year-old girl. She says the suspect tripped up.
Opens the mailbox and inserts the ransom note, leaving a critical piece of evidence behind, his own fingerprint.
A 47-year-old man is under arrest. The girl is said to be in good health. A New Jersey appeals court has thrown out a nearly $224 million verdict against Johnson & Johnson in a trial over claims that they developed cancer from being exposed to the company's talc powder products. The court questioned the allowance of some of the expert testimony. A woman suffered serious injuries in San Francisco when she was pinned under a self-driving car. Fire Captain Justin Shore.
Rescuers arrived to find a victim underneath the rear axle of a vehicle and it effected an immediate rescue. The autonomous vehicle company is in contact with San Francisco police, who is conducting an investigation into this incident.
He says it's possible another vehicle was involved. Checking Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is down 360 points. The S&P is down 58. NASDAQ down more than 200. This is CBS News.
If you need to hire, you need Indeed, because Indeed's all-in-one hiring solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This season, your coffee orders are getting warmer, and your outfits are getting cozier. The world keeps changing, and so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're one of the best ways to help protect yourself against COVID-19. You can get a COVID-19 shot at the same visit as a flu shot if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC. Talk to your healthcare provider to learn more and schedule at vaccines.gov. And don't forget to get extra cinnamon spice. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Klein Tools are new at Lowe's, pros. Lowe's knows you want top brands and quality products, and Klein Tools delivers. Right now, get the Klein 3-piece Modbox mobile workstation for $319.94, and the Klein 5-piece cushion grip screwdriver set for just $34.97, both exclusively at Lowe's. Shop the largest selection of Klein Tools, the highest quality tool brand at Lowe's. Because Lowe's knows tools, Lowe's knows pros.
A woman who's been around a while is doing some exciting things.
The Chicago Tribune says 104-year-old Dorothy Hoffner of Ottawa, Illinois, took the tandem plunge as supporters cheered her on the ground. She took a bow after sticking the landing and proclaimed the adventure delightful. When reporters asked what's next, Dorothy replied, "Who knows? Age is only a number." She jumped for the first time when she was 100. Skydive Chicago is working with Guinness Records to certify her latest. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Major League Baseball says more than 70 million fans went to regular season games this year, up more than 9% from last year and the biggest boost in 30 years. Streaming set new records, so did social media views. The average length of a 9-inning game down to 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music on.
With Carroll Buckley.
I can't go a day without it.